hey, don't let nobody tell you you cannot do nothing. Okay, if you're still doing the same thing for 30 years, hey, that's your life. But hey, you got to realize things are changing. AI is coming around. Computers is changing. Cars driving by themselves. So what you going to do? It's no excuse. All right. You got to put that effort, put that work into it. Right? Like Tupac said, you got to feel the concrete beneath your feet, partner. And if you don't do that, it's not going to work. All right. So we laugh about people like that. You might be laughing about me, but guess what? I have mine already. I ain't worried about no Social Security. All right. You gotta find a way what you're gonna do in life. If you hate the job you own, get another job. From that, find another one. From that, find another one until you get something you like. Save your money up and get to know other people to network. If you don't network, it's over with. All right. You got to have a network. I ain't talking about socialize. I ain't talking about being a friend or nothing like that. I'm talking about if you have a friend or a foe, you got to network. You got to have somebody's skills. And that's why people is paying other people for your skill. When you get hired, they're not hiring you because what you look like. They hiring you for your knowledge and your skills. When you invest in something, you're not looking at that and, hey, I like that. No, you're looking at it, it's going to make you a profit. So you got to be that individual person out there to go ahead and achieve for yourself. Remember this, your little kids or kids are looking at you. And when they see you, they seeing you as a person who's living, who's bigger than them, right? As a person who's trying to do something, right? So to your kids, you like a god to them. No, you are. That's what they're looking at. If you don't have kids like that and you're not teaching at that, you're not teaching at all. Meaning you're not going to be teaching for your own self when you're trying to make that move. If you don't feel like you're a person who can strive for more, it's over with. If you living in laws who keep on having you locked down, it's over with. Right? So you can't be stressing on stuff. When you get locked up in jail and person like, hey, I did this and I did. No, it's not going to work. You are a head count now. You like 50 G's to somebody, right? When your kids go to school, they're like 20 G's. We live in a system that it basically keeps you locked down. So when you go ahead and get that, they own that for 30 years. That's your life, 30 years. Is it wasted? No. It's not wasted, but you got to move and have something for yourself. I'm not down to anybody. You can do whatever you want to do. You can be whatever you want to be in this world. Especially in the United States, you can be whatever you want to be. But you got to put in that work. And when you put on that work and you want to be the same person who lived the same life over and over, that's on you. But remember, I told you this. If it's 10 years, 15 years from now, go back to this videos and I'm telling you right now, it's going to change. It's going to change. Look at it right now. We don't need no secretaries right now. We don't need nothing like that. We just need programmers. We need IT workers. We need people who network. Look at it. It's changing right now. Looking back in your father and mom days. Looking in your days since the 90s, the 80s and the 90s, from the early 2000s, everything is changing. Right? We got a whole lot of technology that's basically changing the world right now. And by the time I become an old man, my kids, oh, guess what? AI is going to be out there, y'all. Some of y'all jobs going to be gone. And most of y'all like, well, I don't care about that. I'm here right now. Yeah, you're here right now. Who are you? And if you have a kid, guess what? What they're going to be the same way you were? You got to enlighten yourself, man. Woman. You got to enlighten yourself. If you don't do that, it's lost. Generation's going to be trying to do the same thing. You got to be better in life. We got to be better in life. And I'm not just talking about people who's low class. I don't use no class. That's just a system to keep you locked up. What class you in? I'm low class, low income, middle class. Middle class, you still poor. All right, you got to go out there and swipe and work, do this. You middle class, you still got to do it. Now, if you rich, you ain't got to do nothing. Just go ahead and push a button and go ahead and try to strive and work hard for whatever you got. But middle class, you got to swipe the clock too. That's just a system to keep you down, segregated. Okay, that's all it is. It's a system there. Social Security was a system. We didn't have Social Security numbers back then. It's a system to keep you locked up to find the government know where you are. And that's what you want your kids to be? If you don't make a change for yourself, hey, it's on you. We can't be focused on politics all the time, politician running our life. Right? We got to keep striving. And you can do it. You can do it. If you already in a position that you've been there for like 30 years, 25, 30 years, and if you don't see nothing right there, I don't know what to tell you. You think you gambling on that? So who want a Social Security? Who want a check come out like 14 or 17? That's nothing. Mortgage is more than that. Some people paying more rent than that. Okay. Rent is going up. Food is going up. Look at my economics video. If you don't change for yourself, it's not going to happen. If you think it's a joke, that's on you. Joke on you. I just make these videos to educate you and my kids. When I'm dead and gone, they can see me. Like, man, that's me. Like Troy said, nobody will never remember your name. Always remember that, people. When you're gone, you're gone. It's no coming back. You can't go back in the past. We don't have no back to the future time machine. Not yet. Maybe Elon will come out with one of those. Let me get one when it first do. But right now, you got to teach your kids, man. All right, woman, whoever, you got to teach your kids. If you want them to be something, teach them right now. And people like, well, dude, I lived in Chicago. I had rats that was on my stove at one point. All right, and this real talk. I didn't have nothing. But my parents made it seem like everything was good. Guess what? I never seen anything that was like misplaced. I seen the rats. I seen the roaches. This real talk. But I grew up and trying to be better. I seen everything. I saw the gang life. I don't want my kids exposed to stuff like that because it's going to change. All it's going to be wiped out in a minute. Always remember, you see all those people like Rockefellers and Kennedys and stuff, be like, well, I can't get there. You can get there. You just got to use your brain. You got to teach the generation for your kids to be successful. And if you don't do that, what's the purpose of being here? I was raised that everybody was born to die. Meaning that time is too short. We got to make a change for ourselves. It don't matter where you at. It don't matter who you are, black, white, whatever. If you, hey, you got white people who's poor too. You got Mexicans who's poor, all ethnic, different poor parties. But you got to move up. You got to network. That's why I respect the person who out there. If you're doing something, I respect you. Because you're trying to do something in life. So people, do not be focused on this Social Security stuff because it might not be around for you. All right. Network with other people. If you have an ideal, network. Let's get this going. All right. This is XV88 Mars Playground. Make sure y'all guys have a good day. Blessed to be here. Hopefully I have another one. Deuce.